have my helmet on. Jessie is flying and I can't keep up with her. So we're on the Malecon here in Panama City. Yes, I will get my strap fixed eventually so that I'm more safe. Look, Mom, no hands, just kidding. Just kidding, I'm gonna use both my hands. Okay, I better stop and do it. To give you the recap on Panama. As you can see, I'm at the airport. I tried to get in a little bit of time to share as I'm in between countries. And Panama, I was only there for really flew in on a Tuesday and left on a Thursday. So really only 2 nights, not even quite 3 days. I'm in Panama and I am at Viajero hostel. I was in a room last night. It was a 4-person room. The air conditioning wasn't working and I was pretty miserable, and so today I was really tired and I just went into the main area and was gonna lay down because at least it was a little cooler there because the room is just so hot. And so the manager, David, saw me. He's like, I said my room is just really hot, the air's not working, and we tried to open the window but it only opens a crack. I'm just exhausted. And they tried to give me a fan but there was no place to plug it in, so he just upgraded me. Look at this view. I'm on the top floor, like the 400 level floor. I have my own room, yay! And it has a beautiful bathroom, and I actually really love this hostel. So if you guys are in Panama City, this is the place to go. The staff here is incredible. It has been non-stop. So it's called, I don't know if you can see this. It's like Viajero, so the J is like a ha sound. And they have private rooms, which if you're traveling and you don't mind to sleep with other people, it's great. But even if you can come in and have the private room, it's great. The reason I love staying at hostels, and I've enjoyed it so much in Central America, is because they have so many things to do. I got here yesterday afternoon, 5 o'clock. I was on a bike tour of the city and we went and ate this amazing ceviche at a market that's outside of town for $3. So it was like such a great experience. Later that night, I went on the pub crawl and we went to like 3 different places in a different part of town, but you're with a group. I didn't find like I was out of place. There was other 50-year-olds in the group. It was a mix of people 20s, 30s, 40s, and 50s. And so even if you're older, don't be afraid or shy away from staying at a hostel, because if you're a single traveler, this is one of my favorite things that I've done because you meet other solo travelers. So I have made great friends with Olympia. She's from Italy, so now we're gonna be in touch. So many other friends, Romina, like all these people last night that we were hanging out together. The list goes on. Now I have friends from all over the world. Super excited to have my own. Because I was just there for a couple of days, I was staying in a really cool hostel called Viajero, very social. So we did a bike ride down through the main city, which was really cool. There's a huge boardwalk that takes you along the water, but you need to be very careful because at the end of that boardwalk and where we were with our bikes, the gal leading the tour, Jessie, was like, okay, that neighborhood right across there, this is where we stop because that is a very dangerous neighborhood. She's like, you're gonna hear gunshots pretty much every day coming from that neighborhood. I would say know where you're going if you're going to go venture off and go explore the city on your own. Definitely pay attention and talk to locals so that you don't get yourself into a bad situation, because what's really strange is that you would not necessarily believe that that neighborhood was a bad neighborhood. So you could be just going along thinking you're just moving into the next neighborhood and all of a sudden you find yourself in a really bad situation. So pay attention. Just like in any big city, you want to know where you're going and have some idea, like talking to some locals. Jessie said do not come here because they have shootings all the time. So if you're in Panama City, what is the name, Jessie? Barrasco? Barrasa. Oh, yeah. So don't go there. And then she was saying that this little system over here, crocodiles and monkeys that are there, there's actually a community of people who live there, but then there was drugs that got involved and they had to take the kids out of this community and they're at the orphanage. That is just a little beach, the only beach in Panama City, but it's all golden sand. So this is Chinatown, the new part of Chinatown, and they are completely restoring and remodeling. There's a huge Chinese population here that they came 300 or 400 years ago. Many of them were trying to get up to California also for the gold rush, and they got stuck here. So now they are Panamanian. I did a walking tour as well, which I thought was really insightful. We did some chocolate tasting, some coffee tasting. There's a specific kind of coffee that in most other parts, it's like $25 a cup. This place had it for $5. Neil, I bump into him in my group, and we're both from Washington State. We were the two that were like, we want to try the coffee. And the coffee is a very special, it's called geisha coffee. And I'm taking Neil's word for it. He said in Seattle it's like $25. We're getting it for $5. So I'll let you know if it's good. All right, we're waiting so patiently. He does every 30 seconds. He pours a little bit over, and they do the grams amount that is 16 times the amount of the grams. With a local Washingtonian, woohoo, me and Neil are going to give it a whirl and give it our 10-star review.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And the tour guide.
And a tour guide.
It's very small.
Wow. It's good. It doesn't even need anything. It's kind of a little nutty.
It's citrusy, eh?
Yeah, I get a little hint of citrus.
Yeah, it's like citrusy, like sour, no?
Very nice. Very, very nice. So if you are in Panama City, don't go to the old town. Come to the market. You got to follow with our guide here with Cold Tours. And you got to come to Spot Cafe because this guy, he is the master. So woohoo, woohoo, woohoo. It's delicious. There's a restaurant called Gato Negro. It's very famous. It was famous because a woman years ago, she used to make too much food. Her husband was like upset that she was making all this food, and then what she was really doing was she was making too much so she could share it with the poor. Soon she ended up splitting with this husband, but her kids remembered this and they kept going, and so they made a restaurant in honor of her called Gato Negro. And then it became so famous that then people started coming, because there's a lot of really famous boxers that come from Panama. So when they were getting ready to go doing any of their boxing, they would go to Gato Negro and she'd feed them a really good meal before they went for their big fight. To this day, this restaurant still feeds the homeless. When you go, what we did with the hostel through Viajero was that you give a $10 fee and you go have a lunch there, but that extra money then goes to help also pay for a meal for the homeless. We got to see how Gato Negro works in the community. I thought that was really an incredible experience. Some of the best ceviche I've had in my life for like $3. Really, overall, an amazing, amazing time. I would highly recommend. Okay, we're here. Yeah. Ceviche, but before we have ceviche, we're gonna try this little thing called dorniz. Codorniz. And they're little tiny eggs with some kind of spicy sauce. I thought it was peanut butter. I was very confused. It's not. It was like, this is new. So now I'm going to give it a try. We'll give it, let's just see if it's 2 thumbs up. Okay. It's like chicken. Everything's like chicken.
Okay, guys. Panama is a Spanish speaker language. Okay. So the name Panama have accentuation in the last letter. Okay, Panama. Okay. So we have it here. You see the accentuation there?
Panama, sí, el acento.
Just tiny there. Look at the
on the
and the A there.
Okay, at the very end.
Yes, in the end there, on top of the A.
Okay.
You saw it?
So,
Yes.
yep.
This one here don't have it. Right away. You say it right away.
So you have the accent.
Replica. If it doesn't have the accent, it's a fake.
Panama. Panama con acento es real. Y lo que no tiene acento no es real.
Es real.
Pero Panama.
Yeah. Can you see? Okay, we are here. ¿Cómo se llama este?
Sabores de chorizo.
Sabores
De chorizo.
de chorizo. Each one has their own little painting. Shark food. That's awesome. I love that they have each one painted differently with the different kitchens. We had a wonderful meal. That was with ceviche. It was delicious. Dancing every night. There was salsa dancing and pub crawls, and it's a very social city. So I'm in Panama City, Panama. It's very European. I was surprised at how modern it is. Then it has some beautiful old architecture. Like, look at this. Wow. We just did a bike ride. We went and I had the best ceviche for $3. So it's not like a normal one that they normally are at where all the tourists are at. It's kind of a different part. This whole area is just absolutely beautiful. So look at these buildings. I don't know what these are. This is fancy pants. Must be something, I don't know, maybe this is like a police station or something, but it's really, really beautiful. Look at this building over here. I guess maybe I should find out where we are because it's so pretty. Salsa music everywhere. I don't know if they're dancing salsa over there, but it sounds like it. Very cool. The walking tour was really fun and informative. It was pretty hot there while I was there.
This is Phoebus tree. The Phoebus tree is also called by indigenous angel hair. Have a lot of roots, and they can be just one tree, and the rest can be just root of himself growing, and they make a huge forest. This is the original tree, was in old Casco in the past before the Spain people come and they took the community. And here in Casco was indigenous community before of Casco Antiguo. So after the destroy of the first city, Panama la Vieja, or archaeological monuments, they have a huge war here and they took indigenous territory. Why? Because already have animals, grow plants, and a really a good strategic point with the ocean and the ship. So that was the reason they moved the city, and then the second step here. And that grow here to the first city. That is all the middle, the new modern city is that.
Panama has a lot to offer. I think that the thing you could do there for certain is there's a lot of really beautiful islands, the San Blas Islands, some really beautiful white sand, gorgeous islands. Now, I was in Panama City. The main purpose of that was a layover as I was going in between countries. But I did have this opportunity to go to the Panama Canal. We're here in Panama Canal, getting ready to watch the boats come at the locks. We just saw Morgan Freeman. Well, yeah. She saw Morgan Freeman. I had a really nice nap, but I am sad because she said it was very cool and I missed a lot of it. And I was just...
The whole explanation was beautiful.
Fantastic. I'm going to have to get the clip notes because I didn't
find it online, that's for sure.
I didn't see it. I'm so sad. I had the glasses on and everything, but it was so comfortable and I was so tired. We're just waiting, I think, for a boat to come in, and then we'll get to watch it with the locks as it comes down. So I'm super excited. There's my boyfriend. He's waving. Hi, honey.
Yeah.
Hi, love. Wow.
I'm gonna be one of those boats at some point.
Totally cool. So they said that the Panama Canal makes $25 million a day. You can do a fast pass and pay more money to move your boat ahead. So if you're in a hurry and time is money and money is time, well, let me tell you, pay for the fast pass, just a couple $100,000 and you can skip the line. It's well worth a visit. It's really interesting. There's a lot of American influence there in Panama. So you drive up to the Panama Canal and there's this big, huge, ginormous poster of Morgan Freeman. And it says, "Welcome to the Panama Canal." You actually can go in and there's a 3D movie that they have that's really cool. They give you the glasses, the whole thing, and it gives you a whole recap exactly about how the Panama Canal was made, when it was made, a little history behind it. It's about 45 minutes to an hour. I would say it's around $18 if I remember right. And then you can also buy a ticket to go sit different places along the canal where you can actually go and watch the boats coming through.
Giant ship, but we've been watching the water dropping down over here. So you're getting this like little combination of, it has to be at a certain level before they can move here to allow it to move forward for them to open the gates. So we've been watching this water drop quite a bit in just a few minutes. And the other one that we've been watching, probably 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, is completely through. Incredible.
Pretty impressive to see how they drain the water. The water's draining like, I think, a meter a minute, and then you see these giant ships that are like dropping down as they bring them through the channel. Another thing is they make about $25 million a day in the canal. Like, wow, it's a very important part of their economy. There's another thing to take note of. Copa Airlines, which is an airline through Panama, they run specials. If you're coming to Central and South America, Copa Airlines will give you a free layover there. So if you were flying through, let's say from Costa Rica or Nicaragua and you're coming to Colombia, you could do a layover in Panama for a day, 2 days, 3 days for free. It's literally like having an extra country, which is a bonus. You don't have to pay anything extra as long as you book it through Copa Airlines. So definitely check that out because I think Panama is worth the time. For me, even though it was pretty hot, like the weather was pretty difficult. Like if you're gonna be out in the sun all day, you definitely need a hat, wear some sunscreen. But overall, Panama was a 10. There's so much more to see in this country. I just scratched the surface, but literally the 3 days I was there with the Panama Canal, going on the walking tour, doing the pub crawl, doing the bike ride, all of that led me to just an amazing time. All right, that's it guys. And don't forget, you're a 10, you're a 10, you're a 10. And go make today awesome. Do some travel if you can. I can't recommend it enough. It's my very favorite thing. Painting and travel are my favorite things in the whole wide world to do. Well, and dancing. I have three favorite things. All right guys, talk to you soon. Ciao for now.